I created you. You created me.
Spider-Man, why did you create that guy?
I didn't. You ran through the cafeteria. You hit me with a bagel.
I'm a horrible person because in the first film when that happened, I laughed then too.
He took a bagel!
All right, time to swing, just like I taught you.
When did like a lot of times when you're looking at someone, you're not actually thinking about the person that was hit with a bagel and it might have made them feel bad. Only a horrible person would laugh at it.
I've hit a lot of different villains with a lot of different food.
One person's perception of reality is definitely not the same thing from the person on the opposite end. And a lot of times, especially when you use humor to diffuse situations, someone else may not be taken seriously, and because of that, they're even more hurt. Now they're hurt and insulted because their pain becomes other people's humor or joke. Very few people want to actually be the butt of someone's joke. Can I say butt?
Make your flippy, little sassy jokes. Everyone loves them, but no one knows what it feels like to be on the other side of them.
And you can watch the video on how that made Dr. Jonathan own the spot. When you find something funny and no one else does, that means that you have just this different perspective, or something has happened to you in your life that no one else has experienced. And so there's probably times when you've been the only one laughing at something and you might not even be able to stop. But there's like Cat Spider-Man, and so because of that, he's like, can this day get any weirder? And then you have like T-Rex Spider-Man. I don't mean to make fun of T-Rexes, but like T-Rex Spider-Man is just so funny because he has his little web swingers on his little tiny arms, and that's just the cutest thing to me because like what could they really do with their arms, and like he's using them anyways as web slingers. Do not judge a book by its cover.
I guess they can.
Wearing the entire suit, which you wouldn't need to do. You see a T-Rex, it's probably him. Why is he wearing a suit to protect his identity? But he's a T-Rex. Little tiny hand. Anyways, I thought that that was really funny, and that's the nice part about humor, is that something might bring you joy that no one else does, and just enjoy it. You don't have to have everyone else understand your kind of humor. You may not even understand why you find that so funny yourself. Yeah, that's not so funny when he's like almost like biting him.
He had no chance.
Peter.
Oh boy, humbling reality Spider-Man has arrived.
Really impressive burns are ones that use something that have a grain of truth. And the ones that hurt are ones that you might fear or already have in your inner dialogue. I think that Hobie has this great kind of dry delivery. So when you're delivering something that is a slight tongue-in-cheek kind of insult, it makes it sting so much more because it's just stated and left over there. If you have to draw attention or say it again, actually deflates in its value because you've had to overemphasize. You're saying it only to hope to get the response from everyone else. And it's hard for us, especially if we think it was really impressive when no one reacts, but you want to be able to kind of just throw it out there and leave it.
Miles!
Dude.
Don't be afraid of my friend Miguel. He just looks scary. He's got no bite.
Peter.
Miguel actually does have a bite. He has fangs. Okay, he's not a vampire. He was bitten by a radioactive spider. I know that now. Please stop telling me in the comments. I love that he groans to this teasing. He accepts it. It's definitely that they've spent a certain amount of time together. And that's the thing, is that if you're safe with someone else and you've formed this bond and this safety, other people can tease you about things that someone just joining the group cannot do it. So I think that a lot of times when people join a group, they try to bother someone or tease someone, and it's too soon. You haven't formed that sense of safety or trust with someone else. And then it just comes off as insulting.
Is this the younger from 1610?
Do you understand this guy?
Good advice. Use the palm, not just your fingers. What's up in your suit? Is he bleeding from his armpits?
Another type of joke is one that's kind of a running joke, something that comes back over and over again. That can become tedious or tiresome, especially if someone is not taking it as a joke or doesn't find it funny. Someone might accept once or twice can become irritating to the other people that are around. The joke is a running joke, but it isn't between the characters that are in the show. It's kind of with the audience and Miles.
You look good. You look solid, you know? You look
Define
good.
solid. What happened? You bleeding from the armpits?
Peter, you...
Don't worry about the suit. We'll get you a new suit.
Peter.
And that's the cute part, is that the suit part and how it looks like he's breathing from the armpits kind of comes back up again, but it's us. It's the audience that are in on the joke. And that's what cohesive units often do. And that becomes part of the culture of the group. But it's really important early on, if someone's bringing up a joke that comes in more often than not, if it really is going to bother you and hurts you, you want to let people know sooner than later. Because once a joke like that starts to build, it's really hard to stop it. Everyone wants to be a part of it because that feeling of being part of that wave, it feels really good and really powerful and enjoyable. And if it makes everyone else laugh, that's kind of the currency that happens in social dynamics. And so more and more people are going to want to use it. So you have to catch it really early if you're on the end of this and don't enjoy it. But you also want to try to take a joke as it's intended. So if someone doesn't intend to hurt your feelings, but it does, let them know about it. And then hopefully you become part of that perfect joke. So those were some of the funniest moments and a little bit of the psychology of humor in the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie. You can let me know what your favorite funny moments were in the comments below.